Cancer, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 13th to the 19th of May. Have you seen what's going on the sun at the moment? Wow. 4 X flares are heading our way. Quite amazing. You'll see, I'm going to be doing an update on that on Cymatic TV. That'll be coming after this has gone premiered. Over on Cymatic TV. You should really go and have a look on it. There's a short and long version of it, where long version we go into the auras and chakras and how it is affecting you energetically and stuff like that. And probably relate it to the reading that we're doing today. It'll help you to relate a lot of things in the reading today. And that's on Cymatic TV. And here we're going old school. So for those of you who have been with the Astroflower for the last sort of 2 years, you may well remember how I used to do sort of readings before, and I like doing them, and I haven't done them for some time, and I'd like to go back into that. So I'm going to go into a season of doing those sort of readings at the moment. I hope you really enjoy it. So without further ado, let's just bring up your flower. Here we go. Here we have the cards, just pulled them out for you. The main thing that's coming through from the energy of the prana energy that's coming through the sun at the moment is fire and air. Now you have this fire and air crossing just below the surface, and a lot of things are going on below the surface at the moment, and how you convert the undercurrents into your life. And that's going to take time, space, but it is very much manifestation energy that's coming through. And this week here, it seems like we're getting the ingredients together in order to manifest your future. That's what's going on. So let's just go into your reading here. Overall energies here, karmic message on your relationship side, karmic message on your financial side, influence from the universe, influence from your past self, influence from your future self, and the general outcome. This is your relationship side, and this is your financial side. Okay, so let's get in with the first card here. This is the overall energies. What's the message coming from the overall energies here? Camel through an eye of a needle. This is what I think you're trying to manifest something massive, and I think the overall energy is kind of up for that. It's kind of sort of saying, yeah, why not? Why not? If you're going to go for it, if you're going to go for something that's amazing. You know, that sort of thing that's sort of happening here. A lot of planning. This is what I was talking about, getting the ingredients together. It may mean a little bit of travel as well, constant traveling or moving about, planning to move about. And I think the overall energy, and this is the things that are happening around you. So it's observing what's happening when you're having a cup of tea at a cafe on a terrace, and just initiating those ideas, and then helping you to take those ingredients of that passion, or that sort of emotion, or that mental state in order to manifest what you want in the physical world. And this is about that sort of planning. It's going off on a mission. You've got that one wand, you've got the world in your hand. You can literally do what you want, I think, more than anything else, if you realize that. On your relationship side, on your karmic message, this is very similar in a way as well. But what it's doing here is sort of saying, if you know, in the karmic message on your relationship side, if you really want to get after what you want in life, you've got to, there's got to be a fair exchange here. There's also got to be, it's got to be good for you, and it's got to be good for the relationships that you respect, that you want to be involved in. And it could be just about life. It could be about your spiritual path. There's got to be also an engagement from within you, but there's also got to be an engagement of outside you. And I think this is what you're looking for in your karmic path, is to find that balance between what you put in and what you get out of life. Yeah, it's observing about a lot of things. You had on your monthly readings, and I didn't go into this, and I will say, you had up here, you had like the moon card and the 10 of Pentacles. So it's sort of, you know, this is where it's taking you, where you're bringing a lot of things to the surface to make absolute abundance within yourself. And here I think is, because we're on the relationship side and we're not on the financial side, this is normally money loss. But this is like, it's like maybe traveling to understand something, to understand the blessing that you have within you, and how you can convert that into reality, how you can live that in reality. So you're almost sort of like sometimes just taking a step out of life to observe what is going on, so then you know how best to engage in it. And that's what seems to be on your karmic path this week here. It's taking time out and to assess the world for your greater good. And therefore, when you're in a good place, everybody else can be in a good place. Let's just see how the universe is influencing this. It's pulling you outwards. So I think with this observation and seeing the outside world and seeing the relationships around you, seeing what works, it's pulling you forwards. I don't know if you've ever been like standing on a precipice, or standing on the edge of a ferry, you know, on the deck of a ferry, and you're looking down. You almost want to jump, you know, go and jump forward. And that's what the universe is doing. So, okay, come on, come on. It's a bit of a leap of faith sort of scenario here. Yeah, it's giving you the world. It's giving you a new opportunity. It's opening the door. And this door, the universe is opening for you in a really beautiful way. The world has all the elements that you need. And the magician has all the elements on his table, has all of the elements at his disposition in order to create his reality. And this is what the universe is offering you. It's really trying to sort of like engage you and really pull you into where you're going forward. Let's just see what's going on. My cup's in the way. I've got to move my cup out of the way. Excuse me, my cup. Okay, from the past, I think mentally you've worked out what you want, but you haven't really applied it within your life. And it's like, you know, this plan, and the overall energy is sort of saying, come on, it's time to get this plan on the go. So you know what it's all about. You do have this air, this is Libra, this is incredibly mental energy here. This is a balance, a harmony, mental harmony you've got now within you. And within that mental harmony, it's a security to sort of say, okay, I feel good about what I want. Now it's a case of, how do I apply the justice in my life? How do I apply that harmony in my life? And I think coming from that point where you recognize within your life and within you the beauty of your own personal judgment of what you need in your life, is that stability, that one cord that is the divining cord that carries you on the evident path and really takes you to your future. But now it's all about engaging and collecting those elements together to get to what you want. Let's just see what's going on in your future self. This is where you get a lot less mental here. You do have all the elements on this petal here. You have the earth, air, and fire and water, which you do have also on this petal here as well. But here is, you've got this constant with this fixed fire. It's almost as if like, here is now, it's like you're engaging your passions into the plan, into the future. Yeah, you're nurturing here. You really are nurturing your future. It's a realization, a revelation for you with that number 7, realization in the future, which comes out of this week here. And it's the realization comes through probably in the following week of how you apply yourself in the material world. And you've got that mutable earth that's combining or making the bridge between your past to your future here. And this is where I think you've got to play with a few things this week. It's like, you know, you're trying to, you know, set up your front room, and the reason you're setting up your front room, you've got to feel the feng shui and what's right for you, and you've got to move things around and what makes you feel good for you, you know, and that's what you're doing within your life, and the emotional side of life and your relationship side of life. Let's just see what the outcome is for this. This is 2 petals that are coming to the fore. They're not quite open yet, but they're really full. It's a real mission that's being defined here. Yeah, you're going on a passionate mission. A lot of people have been getting this over the week, the Knight of Wands. This is where you're engaging your passions. This is what I said about here. It's like you're engaging your passions. You get that consistency within you. And that is what the general outcome here. You know the mission now. You know the plan that you need to follow. And now it's just where you're doing this observation during this week here, you're gonna realize how to engage your passions in a very, very productive way. And it's going to be very sociable. I think it's going to be really quite enjoyable for you, incredibly enjoyable for you. And you know, you're going to realize a lot of things about that enjoyment. On your financial side, on your karmic path here, it's like coming back to this, okay? You know the plan, you know what you need. So you may say, like, I need to live my life, I need X amount of money a month. You know that, and now it seems like here that this week here is that you're pushing the petal up against a glass, as it were, and it's like waiting for the window to be open, the opportunity to be open, but you're ready, and you're at the starting blocks, as it were, of life and getting on. King of Cups, that's what we saw at the top there. You know, absolutely beautiful. You are at the starting block. This is very much a you card. You've got a control over your emotions. You're ready to rock and roll. You're in a very calm place and ready to go forward and engage in that plan, in that future. You know, hang on a second. Sorry about this. Cody, yeah, good boy. Good boy. I know. Okay, sorry about that. Just Cody was going to go wandering off. So yeah, you're really. Cody's my dog, by the way. You might have seen him occasionally just behind me. But yeah, you know, it's you've got this emotional stability within your life. You know where you're going. You know what you want, and you're waiting for the gun to go off so you can kind of go, "Yep, that's what I'm after." And I now need to engage in the passions of it. Let's just have a look what's going on for the influence on the universe on your side. It spreads out wide here. It's like the universe is going to get it's looking for the opportunities for you. And I think this is where you've got to have that confidence and still and that patience within you, because you've got the Five of Pentacles with this one here. And that's what I'm talking about, being patient and the gathering together all the information or the ingredients you need to manifest what you want. Yeah, it's looking for success for you, as I said. Absolutely brilliant. The universe is really trying to engage that wheel of fortune in your life. It's sort of like, it's almost as like the universe is sort of saying, got the message, Cancer, I'm off. I'll be back in a minute. I'll go and get the stuff that you need. You know, that's how the universe. So I would trust the coincidences, trust the flow of life around you. Let's see what's the past here. Or that's a much more sort of, it's got a lot more sort of squares on it. You know, it's like, you know, you've got the bricks. You've been building, you know, knocking bricks up, but you know, it doesn't mean that that's a house. You know, it's got no paint on it. It's just a wall of bricks and cement at the moment. And I think you've been working hard, basically. Yeah, it's like the Emperor card. You have a control over your physical environment. I think this is what you've engaged in the past, which has allowed you to now be a little bit more content and reassured emotionally about where you're going. You have the structure in place, and now the universe is going to look for the success to decorate that structure. And you really owned your future here. You really owned it in a beautiful way. Let's just see what the general outcome for you is for here. This is where you're taking this Two of Wands here, and you're combining your plan with another plan or with a company. So you're going after a job, and this is where you're getting that offering coming into you, but it also allows for mobility for you to go to progress within that job. It's like you've started your company and you're Let's say you're you're a marketing company and you've got a contract, and that allows you, that contract, yeah, it gives you security, it gives you what you need, but also it gives you the kudos or the visibility for other people to come to you. So it seems to be from out of something that's being developed, you're actually creating a lot more. You know, it's a perpetual thing, falling in love with yourself, falling in love with life. I think this is, you're converting that harmonious energy that you have within you at the moment, which is absolutely beautiful, with the earth that is around you. And that's that fixed earth this time now. On that side there, we can see that with that there, because you've got fixed earth and fixed earth here. You're heavily protected by what you've done. And in the future here now, you've got that sort of fixed earth and fixed fire here. And you've got that constant, enough wood, enough fire in order to play with the mental engagement of life. So you find your harmonious path, you find your higher self, or you find another, as I said, your plan coming together with another person's plan. This is falling in love with life, falling in love with a new job or a new possibility. What's the general outcome for this? Shooting for the stars. It's, as I said, if you're going to go for something, why not go for something big? You know, and it seems that way there. It's really shooting for the stars. Queen of Cups. Look at that. Divine counterparts within your financial world. Emotional divine counterparts. But the Queen of Cups is allowing you to really sort of like enjoy the moment, spread your happiness within your work, within your business, within your projects. If you're building a house, or if you're creating an association, or if you're starting a business or going for a job, it's you're feeling, because you seem to be coming to the right place, and the universe is definitely backing you up here. You're going to get the best results out of this, and it's going to make you just perpetually enjoy what you're doing or the direction that you are taking, more than anything else. And it's going to lead to that Lovers card of you getting in complete alignment with yourself. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. Yeah, okay. My most favorite card in the pack. As I said, reaching for the stars. That's what that's all about. You know the steps you need to take in order to get there. You've got that plan, and the overall energies around you is bringing forth that staircase which takes you to that star. It's bringing all things together, and that's what the Hierophant is. It's a 3 levels, like it's the trilogy, body, mind, and spirit. Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, whatever, it's that triangle factor going on there that's making for absolute joy in your life. And the plan is being put into action. And you can then, as it's being put into action, manifest what you want for the future. This is an advisory card, okay? So as I said, here is sort of taking time out, observing what's going on around you, just being a little bit stepped back. I think it's going to make you confront things in order to go down this pathway. It's going to make you confront things, but little things that you may have a hang up about, that may have stopped you actually exploring life. And I think you're getting rid of those old hang-ups, basically. Little things, like it could be like sort of saying, I don't want to be with someone who's got ginger hair. And then you meet this amazing person, but they've got ginger hair. And it's just kind of going, am I going to stop myself enjoying myself with this amazing person just because they got ginger hair? No, you shouldn't be. You know, that's so ridiculous. And it may be because like you went to school with someone who had ginger hair that was really horrible to you. You know, that sort of thing. And you just realize, and I think that's what the Tower moment is. I don't think it's a massive one. I think it's a lot of little ones. This new cycle that the world is bringing into you is bringing you your crowning glory. There is no doubt about it. It's taking you on a mission that's stimulated through that cardinal air that comes through the base there with that earth, which is that cardinal, which is that the earth, which comes with the world card there. And this is allowing you to be really ultra clear about your victory, your perpetual happiness within your life. Okay, how is this Justice card sort of being influenced? Yeah, the Knight of Knight of Knight of Pentacles. Now this has to do with the mutable energy that goes between the past and the future, where you get the Seven of Pentacles here, planting your seeds. And I think you have been planting your seeds. And this is how you're manifesting your future, because you have been selecting what seeds you want to plant for your happiness, what sort of life you wish to lead in the going future. And this is now you're getting justice, I think, from the previous work that you've done on yourself or within your life. And now you're getting the results, I think, more than anything else. With this Seven of Pentacles, you get the Five of Pentacles. You've got a repeating here. I think in the future, I think this is what you're done with that. You're done with sitting and observing, and now you want to engage in the cultivation of your ultimate dreams, or the best life that you could possibly live. And that's what comes in the coming future. This is where you start walking into almost like perpetual manifestation, really, as you go on this journey, which is through that Knight of Wands. And you get the Five of Swords. Excuse me. Five of Swords. I think this mission that you're going on is you choosing a direction. That is also the thing with the Five of Swords. You're choosing a direction out of the idea that I'm no longer going to get caught up in headaches or internal conflict. That's what it is. The internal conflict that comes from that. And I think that's what's those little tower moments doing there, is stopping those internal conflicts so you can really go after the mission that you need to be on. You know, really, really being passionate about it. And there's a lot of passions and emotions in the general outcome of this week. I think it's going to make you feel very elated on both sides of your life, because you get rid of that internal conflict within your relationship side. Look at that. Excuse me. This is where my cup comes back into play. Thank you, cup. You get on your karmic mission, you get the King of Cups here, and you get the Knight of Wands, calmly going about your mission. But I think as your mission starts coming into play, as the universe really does start engaging in it, this is what makes the difference between the King and the Queen here. The Queen out the top there comes from some place that's very calm, but because it's very calm, she can relax and let herself go, enjoy the moment, really be engaged without any fear whatsoever. And I think this is what you've been doing. Your karmic mission this week is to create that security in your life and passionately go after that mission of success, basically. And the universe is going to really help you. You get the Two of Cups that play along with it. Excuse me a second. You get the Two of Cups that play along with it. And this is what the universe is looking out and going collecting for you. It's really bringing some beautiful stuff into your life. What it's trying to do is trying to bring that. That's what the universe is trying to do. It's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really good. It makes me feel, it's like, it makes me feel like that night of Wands there. Really happy for you. There's a lot of happy faces on here, and it's a lot of internal happy faces within your life here. Absolutely beautiful. What's with the Emperor card? Manifestation. This is what I said. All the bricks that you've got together, and I think you're going to be much more manifesting directly this week, and you're preparing the manifestation on your relationship side. And this week here, you've got all those bricks, you've got all the ingredients to manifest your future. Reach for the stars, Cancer. Reach for the stars. It's gonna make you really actually kind of going, wow, if I'd only done this years ago, you know. Distilling all of your good qualities of your past into that one cup. You know, I think this is, you've done enough of observing. Now it's a case of activating and engaging. And I think what comes out of this is when you fall in love with life, and when you get that sort of that job or that business or that project that actually is in alignment with you, that's when you can kind of go, do you know what? That means from my old life, I can take that, and that. I take it all together. wow, that goes really well with what I'm trying to get or do now. And this, it just makes it whole and complete and a real sort of beautiful outcome for you. Let's just see what's going on with the Queen of Cups. Four of Pentacles, interesting. Getting 2 4s out of the future here. I think this is where, you know, when life starts working for us, we tend to sort of like throw away all, you know, security and sort of like wisdom in a way. Sometimes like we can be foolhardiness. And here it's sort of saying, yes, be involved, be engaged, be in alignment with who you are, but don't forget about the work that you've had to do in order to get there. You know, don't forget about what you're manifesting. Just because life is treating you really well is because you're being very focused. You're not giving you can give your emotions away, as it were, but don't get tied into something. I would be very select about how you engage in the world around you, physically, emotionally, financially, energetically, multitudes of different ways. But I would be very conscious about that. Very conscious about, you know, as you push your emotions out there and you enjoy life and you provoke things, seeing what works and then seeing what doesn't work and saying, okay, in that case, I'm going to put my time, effort, money in that. And being really selective about it, I think, is going to provide not only good stuff for you, but good stuff for people that are around you. There you go, Cancer. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget about Cymatic TV, the video that's coming out on there. Yeah, and about what's going on the sun. Absolutely amazing stuff. Thank you for all the support you give to this channel. I hope you get the best out of these readings, by the way. Really do. You know, thank you for all the support you give on YouTube, and that could be through sort of subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, whichever way it is. Absolutely beautiful to see. And I thank you very much for that. Yes, and I will see you either over on Cymatic TV or I'll see you here, whichever way it is. It'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.